this stuff was, well, he was getting pissed at me, mad, because I wasn't doing it right when, you know, I mean, it went on for over a year on the thing about burning the hooch, trying to kill the hooch, you know, and I just wasn't gonna do it, you know, I ain't gonna kill nobody, you know, fuck it, you know. Okay, so it's up the internet. Oh yeah, and he wants me to burn his sister's home down and their church. I guess they got a church there. He wanted me to burn the sister's home down and the church and their church when they left town, but he had to have a time when they were out of town for this, so I don't know if they were involved in an insurance thing on this, or but he never did mention anything about that, but but it's pretty weird that he wanted them out of town at the time, you know, but he wanted the sister's home burnt down and that church. Do they have a church? Does her husband want to have a church, or?
I think it was at one time an old church. I think it's the one they're talking about.
Oh, I thought maybe it was a preacher or something like that.
No, yeah, it's an old building next to them. I think that's probably what they're talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought he was a preacher. I thought, oh, I'm like, cool, man. Yeah, burn God. Burn God's house down. You that. You know? Yeah, I'm thinking, don't burn God's house down. Yeah, I'm thinking this myself, you know. Kill the hoots on the fly. The whole, yeah, where he wanted me to kill the whole damn family, the whole family of hoots, the girl, and the boy, and him, and the guy, you know, the father of them.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and the other thing he wanted me to do is make sure, you know, before I torched the place was to cut all the hoses to the outside, you know. And the thing that he's pissed off about the place that got burnt over there was pissed off about, he didn't know that they had a fire truck out there. So he figured by the time they hooked up the hoses and everything, that place that got burnt down out there
would be
gone. But you guys they had a fire truck out there. He didn't even know they had the fire truck there.
He lived up there at the street from
yeah, and he didn't even know it, you know.
Did he do this or did you do it?
He did it. He did it.
Absolutely sure.
Absolutely.
Take a polygraph. Take a polygraph.
He did it, okay? But I don't want to say that anything about anything else on that. But you guys say I'm not in no trouble over this, right?
I can't see it, but I can't promise you either.
Oh, shit. You know, I'm here without a lawyer. You know,
I know.
And you promise me you're not after me for this. I'm here to tell you what this guy is doing, you know. You know. Because I don't want to be involved in this crap. You know, I'm telling you what's going on about what this guy is, you know.
I guess what I'm looking at is this.
And the sheriff told me, you know, that, you know, he doesn't after me. You're not after me. They're
I'm not
after
after
him.
you. I can't make any promises, but I'm not after you. What I am after is if he burnt that place down, I want to know. And if he didn't, then maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree.
I didn't burn the damn place down. He burnt the place down, okay? And I'll tell you another thing about it was, he had to do it in such a way as to where this is another thing he said, it happened so fast, he had to get to his place so quick, he had to make a phone call to his daughter. So right at the same time that the place burnt down, within 30 seconds or whatever it took to get to his house, he was making a phone call to his daughter. Okay?
For his alibi.
For the alibi.
Did you make the phone call or did he?
He made the phone call.
To his daughter.
Yeah. But you'll see the time from the time it was burnt to the time you'll see that there's a long distance phone call there where you talked to him for 45 minutes.
Did he tell you how he started going?
I seen the gallon of gas with the oil mixture that he had right at his house, right at his garage that he was taking over to do it with.
So you were there and you knew who did it. Without a doubt, you can be a witness to that.
Yep.
I like it. And they had the mixture was in the garage?
It was right in front of the cars where he parked his car, and there's like a little kind of a shed right there. And he had a gallon of gas, and it was mixed with oil, so it went off quick.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be a huge explosion, you know,
Well, he's
the
running
oil,
fairly quick.
yeah, the oil, you know. And shooting the route, you know, the drive-by one we do on route.
And that was like in April? Or no, that was the divide thing?
No, that was the divide thing. The route thing was when there was no snow on the ground. This was just this was, within, 2 months. Within a couple months. Okay, the 8/8 thing about, I told you about that. And
When when you say 8/8, you're talking August 8th.
August 8th,
prescription.
yeah, that was the prescription, you know, the date.
Not
I
one.
sat there and looked right at it, you know. I looked right at the prescription when he handed it to the guy. The guy was supposed to take it to Mexico, and I guess they give you you know, you go to the right pharmacist down there.
He gave it to a guy to take to Mexico?
Yeah. The guy paid him for it, you know, and the guy was to take it down there. Instead of getting 120 tablets, this guy would have been able to get 120 times 6.
So the guy was actually getting it for Powell, or Powell sold him the prescription?
Powell sold him the prescription, and the guy was going to go to Mexico, would get with a false ID.
For himself?
For himself to get the stuff.
You know this guy?
No, I never seen him before in my life. All I know is from Great Falls. Okay, for Becky. Okay, I told you about telephone calls. Like, I'm a casual acquaintance. Check the telephone calls. Okay, the house address, right? Yeah. So he had.
You know how much he paid for that prescription to take to Mexico?
No, I had no idea. This was done before I got in the truck. I don't know how much it was, but you can figure he was selling it. You figure 20 bucks times 120, you know, at least. And then the guy was going to get, if he took it into Mexico, I guess they allow you to take 6 times that, 6 times that, you know, if you go to the right pharmacist.
Talking a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then after he sold that prescription bottle, he came back and said that he lost it.
It wasn't a prescription bottle, it was the prescription from the doctor.
Paper.
Right. And then I feel, well, he would have had to go back to the doctor and said he lost it or something, you know, to get another one, you know. Because the guy's got a stockpile of this, you know.
Did he ever give you any money or anything to do with drive-by, or?
No,
He actually never went through as a transaction?
no, because, you know, I wasn't gonna do it, you know, I didn't tell him I wasn't gonna do it, but the thing would have been for narcotics. It would have been done
But he
over
didn't
narcotics.
he didn't say, well, here you go do it, and then you just never did it? He
No,
never actually
no,
gave you anything?
no, not until the job would have been done,
Okay.
and I would have been paid for it then.
Okay.
Okay. Everything has gotta be done, then paid for, you know. You know, the thing about whether it had to be a fast shooting rifle, you know, or multiple shooting rifle, you know, it couldn't be just drive-by one shot deal. It had to be something where the house had to be sprayed, you know,
Yeah.
throughout